What we have here is a lightweight backpacking table that I designed because all too often my stove had tipped over while I was in the midst of cooking a meal and I wasn't able to eat as much as I had intended on. So what I designed is a table. This is in its packed form, ready to take up into the mountains, put in your backpack. As you can see, it's about the same, a little bit thicker than a deck of cards. As you can see, it's, when compared to an Nalgene bottle, it's a little less than twice the length of an Nalgene bottle, much more smaller, compact, and it's very easy to set it up and put it together. And we'll demonstrate that at this time. As you can see, it all fits in here. There are 5 panels. There are 2 leg braces. There are 2 leg assemblies that we have. And it has 2 table support rods contained in it, and 4 hitch pins and 2 wing nuts. And that's what puts the table together. Now there are 5 panels here. They're all numbered. As you can see, this, well, you're looking at it upside down, but they're 1 through 5. And that's so that you set them up going from left to right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then what you do is you put a table rod, support rod, through the holes in the table. And I do 3 at a time, and I start from the right-hand side because I'm right-handed. And then what you do is you take one of the leg assemblies, it has a black dot on it, corresponds to the black dot that's on the panel, and it has to go on that way for the clearances to work. And you slip the table rod over, and then you secure them in place by putting a pin through the holes in the support rods. And what that does is it holds the table in place. Then you take one of the leg braces. One end is a tab and the other end has a hole in it. You put the tab through the slot in the table panels, put the hole over the bolt, then you take a wing nut and place over that. Now the table, when it's set up, it measures approximately 13 inches by 13.5 inches, which gives you plenty of space for doing your cooking and other game playing. You take the panels, the 2 remaining panels, slide the rods through, and then you take the other leg assembly, and again there's a black dot on it. With the bolt facing inward, put the black dot over the leg, put a cotter clip pin through there. Now the table, when it's completely on its weight, when it's complete, is 17.5 ounces. However, the table could be used without the leg assemblies if you wish to. You can set it on 4 rocks or sticks or anything you have to give you a flat surface. And the reason you can do that is because the table has a flex to it. So if you're putting it without the leg assembly, it will give you a level flat surface, even though the different points, the 4 corners, may be at different heights. Now one of the things that does, an advantage in the wild, is when you set the table down on grass, you never find level ground. So all 4 legs, because of the flex of the table, are in contact with the ground at any time. You're able to then set up your cooking surface. If you have a chair that you take, like I do, you find that it's the right height for cooking without bending over too much. The table stands about the height of an Nalgene bottle, and it's a very effective and stable surface. It also, if you're in an area like we are here in the Pacific Northwest, you do have rain. And there has been many a day when we have spent some time in the tent because it was raining so hard. And the games, whether your favorite be cribbage or chess or checkers, you're able to do that in your tent. The table is very sturdy. As you can see, a 12-pack of soda is held quite nicely by the table. Even out to the very edge of it, the table won't tip. You won't lose it, even if you overweight one side. When it comes to putting it away, you just merely reverse the process. You take the pieces apart. There we have everything ready to go back into our pack almost. You pull the rods out, and you'll see that of the 5 panels, the numbers are put on with a Sharpie pen. I haven't been able to find anything that will stick to aluminum real well without coming off, but if you lose those by putting them in the dishwasher or something, remember the large pan, that's the 4-sided one, goes on the left, the cribbage board goes on the right, the smallest one goes in the center, and of the remaining 2 pieces, the largest of the 2 goes next to the cribbage board. Now they all fit within one another. You put them together like that, make sure they're level like that. You take the legs and you put them like this, and you put the flat side to the outside edge facing up, and you put your support rods underneath that. Do the same with the other side. Now this is important because there's only one way these tables will fit nicely together, and I have detailed instructions on how to do that. The leg braces go in there. You take your pieces, they go inside. You put the pan over all of them. Secure them with a rubber band, and you have it. Now the table with the legs weighs 17.5 ounces. If you choose to use it without the leg assembly, it's only 12.7 ounces. So it's something that can easily be added to anyone's pack to give them a stable cook surface and game playing table.